That was a reshoot. If you recall, what they did was they didn't know where they wanted the comedy to come from. So they had, in the early episodes, a lot of the Power Rangers, like, morphing incorrectly and falling on each other. Oh! 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 Wacky. Well, you don't want Superman to be making fart jokes. You want people like us. So once they figured out the Bulk and Skull were actually the missing comic element they wanted, they went back and reshot the first 2 clusters or something like that.
Like a few episodes, I think.
Yeah, and they just added Bulk and Skull stuff in. So by that point, Paulie and I had already realized what the caricatures of the other one was.
Yeah.
So that was a lot of fun to make fun of each other.
I tell you, trying to do his laugh was like some sort of diaphragmatic calisthenics. He was actually joking. So I'm going on a trip tonight, and I was loading a truck today, and he called me up and he was like, "Oh man, I'm gonna come pick you up." And I was like, "All right, cool, man, because I blew out the fuel pump in the Chevy you sold me 10 years ago, you bastard." The '56 Chevy Bel Air that rocks unless the fuel pump doesn't work, in which case it doesn't rock. It doesn't go anywhere. It just looks good.
It doesn't rock. It doesn't block either.
What did I say? I mean, but you did that.
Oh, you said, "Hey, Nard, all right, yeah, we're ready for Morphicon. It's gonna be great." Hey, listen. Can we push my car to the driveway for me when you get here? I'm looking at a tie that I was about to put on. Yep, I can do that.
I wanted him to use his Lincoln Town Car to gently nudge the Chevy up into the driveway. He refused, being a prima donna as he is. And then he did the thing. And then he cursed me. He was like, "I only get one of those a day, and I wasted it on you." So awesome. So don't expect him to do that thing. Come on. What's up, man?
I'm not made of stone.
What do you want to say, brother?
Yeah. What was it like in Doomsday, the 2-parter, and the Crystal of Nightmares being the Incredible Hulkster and Super Skull?
Oh, yeah. That was the first time they made this movie.
Yeah.
That was interesting because it was Christmas Eve.
Actually.
Yep.
And after coming off of 2 months of unemployment, and we just got our checks, and we didn't have time to cash our checks or buy Christmas presents, actually. Remember that?
Yep.
So it was a little, it was odd. It was actually kind of an interesting, it was the oddest Christmas when you say, wow, most people are hanging stockings by the chin. We're putting on spandex and putting on a big wooden robot.
So there's very few costume pieces that I still have in my collection from the show, but 2 of them are those orange glasses and that blue hood with the ponytail hole in the back. Like, I still own that today. And I wear it. It's awesome. And I have the one-eyed bulk eye patch, too.
Yeah, in the back.
What was the grossest thing you ever ate on the throne?
Episode.
No, that one wasn't that bad because that was early in the series, and so they were still treating us reasonably.
Still having us eat food. You know.
I don't know. What's the grossest thing you ever had?
Grossest thing, cold chili? No. Oh, that was you though. Cold chili funneled down with a pizza.
Oh, the pizza.
That was nasty. That was nasty.
The one that really, I think, sickened me was the one where we fall into cement, or I fall into cement. No, we both do.
We both did, yeah.
And it was mashed potatoes, ostensibly fit for human consumption, but not after 17 hours sitting in the sun. So it actually did, it totally crusted up too, and like when you hit it, there was like this palpable like, and then you're like, oh, potatoes, oh God. And then the moment you were out, immediately you had this kind of Irish brogue going. You're like, what is that?
You know, it was always funny if we knew we had a food gag when we were shooting outside and they were prepping it. It was always interesting to watch the sun rising because you know, as that sun went up, the food quality went down. It was like, oh no, the sun's up there, you're looking down at that
Salmonella. I never got sick though, honestly, off of anything that we did in the show. So I mean that's a testament to you know, Mark Richardson and Ben Gundex.
Yeah.
Prop master.
Yeah, they always try to make it edible.
And not non-poisonous.
Ish. Let's get someone up against the wall. Hey.
Return of the Rangers, when you guys go back in the 1700s. The costumes.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Well, you look great.
that damn mustache. Yeah, no, what happened was we were filming that, we filmed that in Sydney.
Right, for the movie.
Yes, and there was a kind of a colonial Williamsburg kind of park, you know, that they had. They're called Old Sydney Town. And they had all their soldiers and all the costumes, so we just borrowed them from there, you know. That was really hot. That was also when we had the giant rats.
Yeah.
And you and I were doing double duty as assistant directors for that one. He was the first unit, I was second unit. And so we're directing in the costumes. Yours wasn't quite as funny as me with my little Napoleon suit and sword going, ready, action!
It's pretty odd to see somebody like assistant directing while they're in costume, you know? It's like being a monkey. My favorite line out of that episode, you guys, is like, okay, you remember there was like a guy locked up in a stockade, and then there was like the rat was like threatening him, and then somebody else says, for God's sakes, give him the cheese! Oh, yeah! Give him the cheese! It's an awesome line. That's my motto, pretty much in general about life. What's up? How about you?